Hi folks, Ron Waslick here, the Polish Pickle. I'm going to do what a lot of the guys do and make a video of after the hike. Alright, as you saw, my last video was the Appalachian Trail from 183 down to 501 at Bethel. Very rocky, 2 boulder fields, fell twice. Couple injuries, got the hand, got the elbow, got the knee, but nothing dangerous. The rock climbs are dangerous. You must be very careful. Anyways, what I wanted to talk to you about is the equipment that I took with me and the equipment that I should not have taken with me. As all of you saw on my video, I got a new rucksack at Cabela's. The Army colored 43 liter rucksack. I got it because it does have the bladder area and it does have this spot right here. Well, what this spot was used for is I just jammed my food in there and locked it up. Get to it real easy. You can put your rain jackets in to get to them real quick, but as you can see, it's kind of floppy and it kept falling down on me. So what I did was installed what I did before, and I have inside this one was a PVC frame to make it an internal frame. Very happy with it. This works real nice. We're only talking a couple ounces. But what happens when you buy a larger rucksack? You want to put more stuff in it. Well, I used this also as a learning process for myself and decided to go over my list of what I took. I took everything out of the other rucksack, put it into here, minus the items that I didn't want to take with me. Well, let's start right away with a Altoids can of bank line. I didn't need it. Didn't have to use it for anything. I did tie my camera up to a tree one time and forgot I put it there for 2.5 hours. So editing took care of all that, but I didn't need the bank line. I could have done without it. Something small, it's in an Altoid can, but those couple ounces, when you put 10 different Altoid cans inside here, they start adding up poundage. A bivy sack. I took a bivy sack with me. They're just small little things to wrap around my knapsack, my sleeping bag, because my sleeping bag is rated at 50 degrees. I'm very happy with it, but I found out when I went up the last time that 50 degrees is not enough. When I got down to 48, I was cold. I had to cover up with something else. With a bivy sack, I could have put that over top of me, and that bivy sack would have held the heat in a lot better. A tarp. I made a mistake. I took a tarp with me. In fact, I took 2 of them. One is the ripstop nylon that they sell for $2 down at one of the stores locally or Kmart. And my bad in that I didn't put it under my tent when I set it up. Should have. Not necessary. But if it would have rained, I would have probably got soaked coming up through the bottom of the tent. Unknown, it did have the bathroom floor to it, but a tarp underneath will stop sticks and stones from cutting through the floor when you lean on them. It's a good idea to carry the tarps. Also, my second tarp, if it did start raining real bad, and we got rain at 5:30 in the morning, I could have thrown the tarp over top of my tent and it would have prevented a lot of rain from coming in. One thing that kind of disturbed me a little bit was I only have one metal coffee cup that I took with me. Well, you can heat water, make your coffee, and that's me in the morning, gotta have my coffee. But I wanted to make breakfast right away too, and as you saw, we made sausage and biscuits and gravy. Well, I had to wait till I was done drinking my coffee to make the sausage and biscuits. Well, then again, while I was eating that, I had nothing to put my hot water for coffee in. So yeah, we were sharing up there, but the other guys were in the same boat. So I decided to go for 2 coffee cups. What I did was got a coffee cup, double-walled coffee cup, and installed it inside my coffee cup that I use to heat my water with a little bit of tape around it. Now this is a double-walled coffee cup, metal cup, so I'm not going to boil in this. I will boil in here, make my coffee, Now I got a pot that I can use again. I do keep my Trangia inside with a headband. Fits inside real nice. A compass. Always carry a compass. You go up in the woods, you got to know how to get in and how to get out. Walking the Appalachian Trail, 90% of the time the trail goes southwest to northeast. You have a couple turns in there, but if you keep walking, you are traveling in that direction. If you get lost, especially up here in Pennsylvania, you can go north 6 to 7 miles and hit a road, or you can go south 3 to 4 miles and hit a major highway. In this area, it's Route 7822. Let's talk about the fire. Lint. It's so easy to carry lint in an Altoids can. And you tape around the edges. I happen to use orange tape. It's easy to put on, easy to take off. It's waterproof. And it keeps the dryer lint dry so you can use it. As you saw, we did use it. It did light up, started our fire for us. A small folding shovel, just a little 6-inch folding shovel. Very cheap, $6.99 I think down at the Army Navy store. I did have to use the facilities. Well, you know what I mean by facilities, but I had the shovel to take care of it while I was there. And that includes the toilet paper and the paper towels. Very important items. They are now camper stuff. They're very compact. The travel towels, you get 12 of them in this little Coleman thing, and that's exactly what they're called, Coleman travel towels. Very important. Mine's empty. I went out and had to buy another one, just for washing off your knees when you scrape them up, or your hands when they're covered with fish. Very important that I took them with me, and I was very glad. And of course, the camping toilet paper. Yep, like I said, the facilities were right there. Gloves. I keep them right on my rucksack on the outside. Very handy. You probably can't see it anymore, but I did get one burn. I got a little bit too close to the coffee cup in the middle and heard it sizzle and pulled my hand off in time and put my glove on to get it. The burn didn't last. I did have some Neosporin and burn stuff with me, so I took care of that right away. Heat fuel. You all saw how I carry my heat in little flasks, and it fits very, very nice. Not much heavier than anything else you carry, but so safe, so secure, not going to leak. I did have to use my multi-tool to get the lid off because I tightened it down that tight. One night, 1 can is enough. That's 8 ounces. If you use 1.5 ounces per meal to heat up water, sausage gravy, soup, whatever, you have enough there for about 5 meals, 5 burns. So 1 is enough. But if you're going to go more than 2 nights, you're going to need 2 cans of that. Large buck knife. As you saw, I have one on the side of here, and we did a lot of batoning with it. Thank goodness we did. Now, Dusty used his a lot, but we wanted to try mine to see how it acted, and I was very happy with mine. I did resharpen it when I get home, but I really didn't have to. It was sharp. A strong flashlight. Now, I had a flashlight that was 200 lumens. I went out and bought a 600 lumen flashlight. This is extremely bright. You do not want to look in the lens. It also has a dimming effect. As you can see there, it went all the way down. Plus, it has the strobe effect for signaling. Very happy. Can't wait till I need it outside. 600 lumens is really going to brighten the sky. Life straw. We could not have carried enough water with us. I'm glad there's springs, creeks, lakes along the Appalachian Trail, but not everywhere. That life straw allowed us to all drink about 1.5 gallons of water while up there. Plus, we did refill our bladders before we left in the morning. You saw Dusty doing his right there in the film. And they were a godsend because that water was good and cold. It's just like having refrigerated water up in a mountain. Pepper spray. I won't go without it. Pepper spray to me is very important. We did hear a dog up on the hill. You don't know if his dog is running wild or if he's with somebody. They were up in the Appalachian Trail. We did find out the next morning that, yes, somebody did have a dog. It was a little ankle biter, but I don't want my ankles bit. I don't want to be bit at all. It takes a little bit of first aid to take care of it, and then you have heartburn and everything else. Silverware. I carry 2 sets of silverware. One's a large set, a knife, a fork and a spoon. For making food, I use them over the fire so I didn't have to get close to the pan. But I also take a small set. A small set would be to stir my coffee, to eat with a knife to cut the fish if I have to. Sleeping bag. Oh, I won't go without a sleeping bag, not overnight. Even though I have a bivvy, the little tiny thing, you can wrap in them, but that is not keeping you as warm as it should. Sleeping mat. To me, that's a must. Now, I got the small Kelty. It's a 2-inch thick. Blow it up. It only takes 2 minutes to blow it up because it doesn't take a lot of air. But Jake slept on 2 blankets, and I slept on air. There was a night and day difference. He was sore. He was very sore in the morning because he's laying on rocks. Even though there was a lot of leaves under there, as you saw where he set his tent up, still not as soft as that air that I was sleeping on, especially the shoulders when you're rolling your side. Trash. I carry my trash bags in, if I can find it, there it is. I carry my trash bags in a little first aid pouch from the military. They're orange. That's a safety thing. If you have to tie it around your back because people are hunting, they can see the orange. We have a saying, cash in, trash out, for us geocachers. Well, if you carry it in, take your trash out. So carry in, trash out. Take a trash bag with you. It hooks up to your zippers or to your top real easy, hangs on the back, it's out of your way. You carried it in, now it's lighter because the cans are empty. So I would suggest taking a trash bag with you. I also take a large trash bag, rolled up inside. This, I don't know if you saw it, but I used one of these to cover my whole rucksack at night while I was sleeping, so when it rained, it stayed dry. Many, many uses to include being a trash bag. I will always have one with me. Bug spray. Oh my. We use not only bug spray, but we bought those bands that you put around your wrist. The bands that I had bought were full of DEET, that's true. But I also took lemon and eucalyptus spray with us. Put that around your face, your ears, your neck, where you can't wear your band. And when you're standing still or when you're fishing, there's enough smell that comes off of them that keeps the mosquitoes away from you. But the back of your neck, where the flies keep hitting you as you're walking up the trail, kind of gets buggy after a while. So I would put it back there. Being that it's lemon and eucalyptus, it's not bad for you, but it keeps them away. We did use our head nets, as you saw Jake had his on that one morning. Bugs really, they're everywhere. Emergency poncho. Yes, I will always carry one. I have one in here, it stays in here. It's one of them very light $1.99 or $1.59 ponchos. Covers everything. First aid kit. Again, there's my first aid kit. Red. Inside it, I have my signal mirror. And this is what the paper towels look like out of that roll. But I will not be without a first aid kit. Fishing rod. You saw us up there with a fishing rod. Plus, now I'm using my ammo cans for my fishing gear. Both of them. I have 3 tins of fishing gear. Floats, lures, spinners, they're all inside there. They're going to get attached to the molly hooks on the outside. So they're ready to go when I want to go fishing. I don't have to take my whole rucksack apart to get into them. Hammock, yes. It's so light. It's the Eno one. I will always take the Eno with me because it'll work 2 ways. Number one, I can lay in it between 2 trees. Reallybigmonkey1 showed a lot of good film on how to set up his hammock with the ridge line, how to get it up off the floor so you don't have snakes crawling in with you. You're up in a tree anyways, but he put his up even higher and used a bottom ridge line with a helical rope around to make it strong, so he can get in and out of his hammock easier. Mirror. You saw my mirror. It's in my first aid kit. Paper towels and toilet paper. Very, very important. Again, I used the facilities. They were needed. I had a wash. Needed very bad. I had mud everywhere. And just being clean, it's a godsend, making you feel better. One of the last things I had, and I already showed you my Trangia stove inside the coffee cups for the fuel, to me is a yes. I don't think there's any fact about it. Now, taking the Trangia stove, of course, the burner, excuse me, I take my Sterno stove with me. Sterno stoves can be used not only with the fuel, but you can build a small fire inside them and make your food there. So if you run out of fuel, you can still use the Sterno stove. I don't take Sterno with me. I'm not saying it's a waste, but I am saying it's not hot enough to boil water in case you don't have your light straw, or in case the water is that bad that you have to boil it. Can't use the light straw. I keep my food in a little pack. Everything is in there for actually 3 days. I have 3 breakfasts, 3 lunch, and 2 suppers. I like to take extra. This is less than 6 pounds, but it has all that food in it, all the energy. I do take Tang with me. I have 5 cups of coffee. I have a peach tea powder in there. The flat meals like the Spam singles, Beanie Weenies. All of it is energy food, and it's needed. So I take food with me unless it's not an overnight trip. Other than that, everything in this pack goes with me. It's smaller, it's comfortable. We made it out. The shoulders did hurt pretty bad with the larger rucksack with all the weight I took with me. I took a lot out. I'm not taking it with me next time. It's just a waste of weight. And I didn't use them. I wouldn't use them. I didn't see any reason to use them. But that's after the hike. I'm very happy with what happened. I'm very happy with the hike, even though I fell and got hurt a little. At my age, I guess you can expect that. So I got to be a little bit more careful. I thank you for watching my films. I thank you for watching the video of my Appalachian Trail hike. This is the after the hike. Again, I'd like everybody to stay strong, patient, and trust your journey. I came home. Thanks for watching. Bye.